Hey YouTube, this is the RUKO F11 Pro GPS drone with a 5K camera down here. Let's check out what this thing can do. Let's go take it for a ride. Whoa! Hey YouTube, Rick Wilson here. I just want to show you I got a new quadcopter with a 5K camera. So we're about to leave on another big old trip out west for the whole month. Going to a whole bunch of places in the middle of nowhere. Mainly BLM land where I can actually fly this thing and get some good pictures of the scenery. So I'm going to give you a little short demonstration here. This thing, you know, I figure if I bought a normal drone, I would crash it. I've already crashed this one twice. But anyway, it's pretty easy though because it flies itself. Let me show you how this thing works. Okay, first thing I want to do is tell it to take off. And I just tell it to take off. It does it itself. Now I'm going to start the camera. I'm going to bring it up a little bit. I'm going to start the camera on the drone. There, so there I am now in 5K. Now, one nice thing about this drone, let me bring it forward. Okay, I can use this thing like a cameraman. So I'm going to tell it to follow me. It'll stay in one spot. It'll stay right there in the air. But it will follow me wherever I go. I'm just going to draw a little box around me. There you go. And I'm not flying, okay? I'm not flying this thing, it's flying itself. One thing I really like is called a point of interest. Let me do that next. I can put it up in the air and have it do a perfect 360-degree circle around me or any object I want, keeping that object in the center in the camera at all times. And it's nice and smooth circle. It'd be so hard to fly a perfect circle with these controls because you have to use both sticks at the same time to do a circle, and you got to be really good. So let me show you how that works. I'm gonna raise it up so I don't hit any of these bushes. Not flying, it'll fly itself and do a perfect circle around me. And I can also have this thing just flat out follow me. If I take off on a hike, it'll stay with me up in the air. It's kind of hard to use it right here because of the trees. If you have to have some wide open Because while you're walking, it's kind of over here somewhere following you, and if you ain't watching, you'll run into a tree because you're not flying it. It's just kind of following you at a distance. So you got to allow for. So I found out that you really got to have a clear area, but I'm gonna have it follow me just a little piece here to show you. Lower it down. As you see, I'm walking here towards the camera. It's going to follow me. But anyway, it'll follow me and it'll back up too if I come toward it. It'll back up. I'm not flying. I'm not flying. Back the other way. And here it comes. It's following me. Like a little puppy dog. Okay, now we're gonna go way up in the sky and I'm gonna do one of them 360 circles. Now you can do them circles small, like a while ago, it was about a 20-foot circle going around me. But you can put this thing up in the sky and do a half-a-mile circle if you want. And it'll just do it all by itself. So here goes. Now that's as high as I can go right now because I got limits. This thing has a fencing, automatic fencing. You can tell it not to fly more than 300 feet away from you, not to fly more than 500 feet high. You set the parameters. So the drone cannot get lost. It will not leave the area that you set for it. Okay, now I'm going to have it do the little circle. Aim the camera down so you can see me. So it's up there in the sky doing a big old circle all by itself. I'm not flying it. I can raise the camera up. Let it keep circling. Look at that. Now here's the neatest thing of all. I'm going to tell it to land and it'll land right back where it started from. Going to fly right back to the spot it took off and then come straight down. It takes its time on the landing. It's very careful. turn this off. Okay, now we're gonna finish up the video here. Let me give you one good look at this thing. Look at there. There's the 5K camera right in the front. It comes with a spare set of propellers, front and back. There it is from the top. And the battery, this midsection of its battery, it just pulls right off just like that. So there's your lithium-ion battery. Lasts for half of an hour, but they give you 2 batteries with it. Okay, and they give you a really nice carrying case. Came with it. Nice carrying case. It all fits in there. Your place for the drone, a place for the batteries, a place for the controller. They want to explain how this thing, when it's in the air, it'll stream high-def video to your phone, but not the 5K. Okay, the 5K, let me find it here. There's an SD right here. There's an SD slot right there. See it? SD slot, and you put a little SD card in there, and it takes a 32 gig SD card, and the 5K goes onto the card. And so I see that's wrong on a lot of videos about this model. When you look at the other videos that other people have done, a lot of them get that part wrong. Okay, a lot of them say it doesn't record in 5K. It does. It has to go onto an SD card. Well, it goes to your phone. It's just straight HD. Let me show you the remote too. Because like most drones, you got to use your smartphone, and you put the app. There's the app for the drone. See it? And it's got the quick start, controls, learn to fly, photos, video support, all that. But you got to use your smartphone for the screen and to get the video that you watch when you fly it. You can't use an older smartphone, okay? My phone I had, I couldn't get it to work. It just wouldn't show up in the Wi-Fi. And the older phones got 2.4 megahertz Wi-Fi. The newer phones got 5 megahertz Wi-Fi, and this drone runs on the 5 megahertz. And so it's the RUKO quadcopter, the F11 with GPS. So it's pretty nice. I'm hoping to get some good stuff. And this trip here we're about to take, okay, we're going to go to Candylands and to the remote parts of it, the 4-wheel drive parts of it. Then we're going to go to Bears Ears, which is really remote. Go see some archaeological Indian dwellings, sites, cliff dwellings, stuff that's like a couple thousand years old, still standing. And then we're going to go down to Death Valley, where there's some really nice stuff. Death Valley is a nice place. In October, it should only be about, that'll be the last part of the trip, because that puts us in October, and it should only be about 90 degrees in Death Valley. The last time, my other videos, I got some videos about Death Valley, but it was 120 degrees, and we couldn't really hike. We stopped and took pictures, but you couldn't do any hiking in that kind of heat. This time we can actually do some hiking and see some more places. And we got a 4-wheel drive truck, which is brand new. But you're going to see that in another video I got coming up about the tag. I'm still going to do my tag camper update, because I've done some really neat stuff with the camper this year. And you know, I've gotten lots of views on those in the past, but none of them compare to this video that's coming. It's going to be awesome. So anybody has a tag camper going to want to watch it. I'm waiting on something to come in the mail so I can do the video. I got to wait on it to come and install it. But anyway, I'm hoping to get it before we leave here in a few weeks. So, but I still got some other travel videos coming. So hang in. We'll see y'all later.